Thank you, Chairman. You know, as I was sitting up here, first of all, great testimony all around. It really is, if you think about what these gentlemen and ladies are saying. And I was thinking of how tired of it I am, how worn out of it I am, how tired I am of the president lying. And I know people don't like to say it that way. I'm a little rough around the edges. I don't care. He doesn't tell the truth. I'm tired of Secretary Mayorkas, even worse, because with the president, you can kind of tell when he's lying. He gets that weird look in his face, which is most of the time. Mayorkas will look you dead in the face. I used to be on the Homeland Security Committee. We interviewed him, I think, 3 times, and every time I would ask him, is there anything going on the border? Is anything wrong? Are there any problems? Anything we should do? He said, we fully have it under control. And then not long after, I would go to the border, and you would find that you actually watch the people illegally crossing and getting through. He just wouldn't face the facts. He wouldn't tell the truth. And I'm tired, to be honest with you, of Congress people. And I'm not always partisan. I'm not. But it happens to be on the other side of the aisle, not fulfilling their constitutional responsibility. They owe it to you to be here today. They owe it to America to debate these issues. They owe it to America to prove why what they've done is a good thing. And you know why they're not here? Because they can't prove it, because they can't show it, because they know it's bad. And to the gentleman over there, both Mr. Bishop, but all you guys actually said it. This is more. This is more than just Yuma. It's a big deal in Yuma, I know that. This is the United States of America under attack. We're losing our country. And if you think about it, I don't want to digress because we only have a certain amount of time and there's a couple questions I want to ask, but think what's gone on. There's all the stuff at the border, all over our border, which is now all over the country, by the way. I tell the folks in New Jersey, they say, gee, you're going all the way to Arizona. Because guess what? It's in New Jersey, too. People are dying of fentanyl. And guess what happens? It comes through the border. It's in Michigan. It's in New England. It's everywhere. It's everywhere because of what these people did to a situation that we had fully under control. And I agree that you have those hearings. You have hearings for impeachment. I'm there. I'm voting for it. I've co-sponsored it with you, and I'm proud to do it because I really believe we have a case where somebody, Mayorkas, has committed treason, has broken the rule of law, and deserves not to be there anymore. What he's done is too bad. What we pay in taxes. Do you know how much this cost us? Billions upon billions of dollars. What we're doing to our kids, what our safety. You don't really have the words to say, but it's easy to fix. It was pretty much fixed. Get the fence up everywhere. Get the electronics that are needed up. Get the Remain in Mexico policy back. Get the immediate returns of illegals that do make it through right back to where they came from. Get agreements made with Mexico, and if they don't want to listen to the agreements, you make it clear, like it's been done in the past, that you're going to be in a lot of trouble trade-wise if you don't, so you better do it. We can do this. We're the most powerful nation still. We're working at demeaning ourselves, but we are still the most powerful nation on the face of the earth. And so it's time to stop it. It's time for us to move on. It's time for us to get back. It's time for us to bring our America home. So Supervisor John Lyons, cartels, let's just real quickly just make clear. I want people to understand. They make a relationship. It's almost like a contract with the people that they get across the border, which are a lot of them. And once they get across the border, they get them fixed up to go to a particular area in the United States, and then they own them, and then they push the fentanyl on your kids and my kids, whether it's in New Jersey, New York, or Arizona. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Spreading, how do I say this? We're spreading all this throughout the area, and I know we know the answer to this. Has it gotten worse in the last 2 years? It's a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyhow.
There's no question it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
Just the unasked question. Mr. Van Drew, it has exceeded anything that we could have ever imagined. We've had more than 600,000 people come through Yuma since this administration took office.
So we get this administration in, they make you just do a lot of paperwork. We don't protect our people. We don't protect our Americans. Things have gotten worse. Cost to the hospital. And again, I know you said it, but I want everybody to really think about this. Is anybody helping?
No.
No, doctor, they're not.
No, they're not.
And you know what? When you go in with your maternity and your maternity patients, guess what? It's the job, and they're doing a good job, of health professionals and nurses. They have to take care of the people that are sickest first. That's just the Hippocratic Oath. They've got to take care of those people. But guess who's waiting with their children? Guess who's waiting with their families? Guess who's paying for all of it? You know the answer. Am I correct, doctor?
Yes, you are.
Am I correct that your nurses had to go out and buy safety seats for these people because we used so many in the last big tranche of folks that came over, and they went out and the hospital had to pay for them, and they had to go everywhere in the area to buy safety seats because they didn't have any. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Is it true that when we spoke today to the food bank, that she told us that some of the people, believe it or not, that were illegals and had come over, expressed dissatisfaction with the food? Is that true?
Yes,
I'm not making this stuff up.
Yes, Mr. Van Drew.
I'm so tired and worn out of it, and so are you. We're tired of it. $26 million you're in the hole, right? Who's going to pay for that? I'm looking at you. Americans. So it is time to change. It is time we had a real secretary that did a real job. It's time we had, a real president. And it's time we have congressmen. Guess what? These guys would go into any meeting, no matter how much of a disadvantage you think you are, to really talk the issues. When you believe in something, when it's in your heart, when you know it's right, you're going to stand up and you're going to fight for it. They can't, because you know what they know? At the end of the day, they're hurting our American people, and they're hurting America, and it has to come to an end. I thank you guys so much for what you did. And Sheriff, thank you for what you do. I know you guys put your lives on the line all the time. People are dying. People are getting hurt. This isn't just some imaginary thing like we're... Damn it, I hope we have those impeachment hearings. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.